Welcome to the 178th episode of Maryland's Missing and the Murdered. Maryland's Missing and the Murdered is a weekly YouTube channel that covers the topic of missing and or murdered individuals from the state of Maryland. If you like this channel, please like and subscribe and click the bell so you'll be notified when the next cases are released. I'm covering 4 unsolved murder cases this week. The first case is the murder of 14-year-old Paul Lentz from Rockville, Maryland. On June 18, 1975, Paul Lentz was last seen leaving his home to go bowling. Unfortunately, I could not locate a photo of him. When Paul did not return, his family reported him missing. On June 24th, Paul was found deceased by a state worker mowing grass in a drainage ditch 43 miles from Rockville in Urbana, Maryland. He had been stabbed in the throat and the knife used was nearby. This is a cold case and the murderer has never been identified. If you have any information, please contact the Maryland State Police at 410-290-0050. Another 14-year-old, Teneisha Whitfield, went missing from a counseling center for troubled teens in Washington, D.C. on July 5, 1996. Her mom, Vanessa, enrolled her in counseling because Teneisha had started ditching school. On July 5th, Teneisha made a phone call and left the center. The center called Vanessa immediately, who then called police. The next day in Laurel, Maryland, police discover a burned, stolen car with a body inside which had gunshot wounds. A month later, a woman called Vanessa. She advised her that there was a body of an unidentified female sitting in the morgue. Vanessa then called the morgue, and when the morgue checked the body with Teneisha's dental records, it was a match. To this day, Teneisha's murderer has also not been identified. If you have any information on Teneisha Whitfield's murder, please call 410-313-7867. 66-year-old Clarence Buckner went to the Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore, Maryland on January 30th, 2022 to spend a day playing slot machines. When he cashed out and headed home, he did not realize that he was being followed. When he got home, right before 6 p.m., his wife, Elizabeth, went outside to grab the mail. But a man was outside with a gun and told her that she had 20 seconds to get the money, that he knew her husband had money. When Clarence gave him some money, the man stated that he wanted more. As Clarence was dealing with the gun-wielding man, Elizabeth ran next door to call police. It was then she heard a gunshot and ran back to see her husband Clarence on the floor. He was taken to the hospital where unfortunately he passed away. There is an $8,000 reward for solving his murder. If you have any information, call 866-756-2587. At 11:30 p.m. on April 5th, 2022, police responded to a home after a child called and said their mom was shot. A neighbor woke up to the sound of gunshots and a child was screaming for their mother. Police arrived and found 40-year-old Sophia Wilks shot multiple times. Sophia was the mom of 3 between the ages of 6 and 11. An officer asked the neighbor if one of the kids could use their bathroom, and when they did, they told the neighbor that their mom went downstairs when there was knocking on the front door. And when she opened the door, a person put their foot in the door to prevent it from closing, busted inside, and started shooting. This also is an open case, and there is a $16,000 reward. If you have any information, call 866-756-2587. Thank you for joining me this week. If there's a Maryland's Missing or Murdered case that you'd like to see on this channel, email me at marylandsmissing@gmail.com. Twitter is Maryland's M&M. Music is by Silent Vengeance. Sources will be listed in the outro. I'll see you again next week. Be kind to one another. You never know what will happen tomorrow.